Hey there, my name is Michael Lamb. I am a movie lover. If you have seen other videos on my channel, you might notice that I run Jackson Film Club, the podcast. This is not a podcast episode, but an episode that I wanted to make regardless. So, let me just go ahead and dive into my topic for the day. Um, if you have not ever been introduced to Letterboxd, let me introduce you. Letterboxd is like Goodreads, but for movies. And you're able to log diary entries for each movie that you see. So you can remember what date you watched a particular movie. You can add tags to diary entries. You can create lists and add tags to your lists. It's really a great place for movie lovers, and I love it. So here's the topic for today. I'd like to share with you my thoughts on Ari Aster as a director, and how I think you might best enjoy his work. Ari Aster's body of work starts from his time at the American Film Institute, where he created a number of short films, and you'll see these short films peppered in between his major theatrical releases. So, my first three suggestions are actually short films. Bo in 2011. Oh, that was a little bit of a spoiler. I won't read that out loud, and if you saw that, I'm sorry. I recommend starting with Bo because it clocks in at a 6 minute runtime, and it'll help you kind of get a sense of what Ari Aster likes to do. Uh, yeah, Bo as a character comes back in Bo is Afraid, which is number 4 here, you'll see. So after that, move on to Basically. Basically is not a great film, but it is well constructed. There's a lot of nothing about it, which is part of the point, but it's not a very accessible film. Uh, that one is another one that will give you a sense of what Ari Aster does with a camera, as well as the sort of dialogue that he likes to build up and how he tears it back down. C'est la vie is a lovely film, which I regret saying the word lovely. It's, such is life. That's what C'est la vie means. And Bradley Bishop plays a character that has a lot of commentary on society. We do live in a society. So, number 4 is the first theatrical release from Ari Aster. This is his latest feature film, Bo is Afraid. I recommend Bo is Afraid after these 3 films and before the rest of his filmography, because it's stupid and it does not desire to be understood, nor can it be understood. And that's something that Ari Aster played into with this particular piece. And I think that a lot of the folks that said that this was a career killer for him, I think he was trolling in his own way, but at the same time, like, providing a thematic conclusion to his 3 films that he's released as features so far. I think that there are a lot of ideas that come out in Hereditary and Midsummer, which appear later in this list, that reappear in Bo is Afraid. But the same is true for a lot of Ari Aster's short films. They also find echoes in Bo is Afraid. So I recommend Bo is Afraid this early. This list is intended for someone who's never watched any Ari Aster before. It'll give you a lot of thoughts and feelings, and you'll probably form some opinions. I'd be curious to hear from someone who goes through this experience. What happens when you get to those later movies? What do you notice? So after Beau is Afraid, we go back to a couple short films. Number 5 is Munchausen, which is Ari Aster's Pixar style short. It's a longer short, about 15 minutes, but expertly made, and I think a lot of the visual language that Ari Aster uses in Munchausen, it seems to directly inspire some of the things that you see in Midsummer. The Turtle's Head, I did not enjoy as far as the story goes. It's crass. It's not super creative. At the same time, it's Ari Aster, and he throws you for a loop. So number 7, moving on to Hereditary. This film is incredible. It blew me away in the theaters. It's been a long time since I've wanted to get out of a theater as soon as possible after the credits start rolling. When the credits rolled for that movie, it was like, I hear this needle drop and I respect it, but I have to get the fuck out of here. Hereditary is deserving of a lot more attention and accolades than it got. Toni Collette is incredible. She should have been nominated for some sort of acting award, but awards don't like horror movies. So number 8 is The Strange Thing About the Johnsons, and that one is placed here on this list because it gets into some of what Ari Aster knows as taboo, and how he films that is interesting. And then the same sorts of things come up in Midsummer, but in different ways. I've not really elaborated on any of these plots. I hope that nothing I've said has spoiled anything. This is just a suggestion. This is not by any means a law. I'm just kind of throwing out my ideas for what might make a great viewing experience if you've never seen an Ari Aster film. Last is number 10, TDF Really Works. I actually don't recommend this movie at all. It's not really a movie. It's basically a commercial, and it lasts 3 minutes, and it's stupid in every single way. So that's my list. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I hope you have a great day. Love you. Bye.